guys, it's Elaborate Dream here with another vlog. So today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite science fiction TV shows of all time, Stargate. So you have the original movie which spawned the Stargate TV shows, and the movie was 1994 with Kurt Russell. And the other movies include Stargate The Ark of Truth 2008 and Continuum 2008. And one of the cool things about this TV show, in my mind, that's how I look at it, is the movie spawned it all, but it's the most realistic science fiction TV show for us being able to go out there in this time and age. Star Trek, it's a couple hundred years off into the future, and it's a great show, and I'll talk about that some other time. But the problem is there's humanoids everywhere. And the chances of that being realistic is slim to none. But in Stargate, the way they have it set up is humanoids are everywhere out in the galaxies because aliens came and abducted people from Earth or other places I won't say, because I don't want to ruin too much of the storyline. But basically abducted people and used them for slave labor all over the galaxy and other galaxies. And that just seems way more realistic of why there's humans out there in other places, and how there can be humanoid aliens because of parasites that can take over the body, its own individual alien that consumes the nervous system and takes over the human body. Anyways, so if we get into the TV shows, Stargate SG-1 is spawned off the Stargate movie, and that was started in 1997. And they got Richard Dean Anderson, MacGyver, the actor from MacGyver. He was starring in it, and it started in 1997, went till 2007, 10 seasons of the show. And it got so popular that in 2004, they had to start a spin-off series, which is the first time that this has ever happened. Now, the closest thing nowadays to something like this that's happened is now you have Supergirl and The Flash and all these shows that interlink, like 4 or 5 of them that interlink, and they've taken it to a new level. But back in the early 2000s, 2004 to be exact, when they did the spin-off and created Atlantis and started having it go at the same time, that was like groundbreaking to have 2 shows talking about the same thing at the same time. No one had, as far as I know, has ever done that. And then, like I just said, those TV shows doing it, and the other thing it's doing is probably right now on Netflix. You got Iron Fist and Daredevil, Jones, and all those interlinking, which is really cool. But anyways, and then after Stargate ended in Stargate SG-1 ended in 2007, and Atlantis went on for 2 more years till 2009. 2 years after Atlantis had ended, Stargate Universe went up, and unfortunately only went 2 seasons. I wanted it to go a lot longer, but I'm not sure what happened. Not enough money, not enough fans. Couldn't get it signed to a network or donors or whatever happened. But yeah, Richard Dean Anderson, Jack O'Neill, the main character in SG-1. He's hilarious. He seems like a really chill dude in real life. I've watched a bunch of interviews and Comic-Cons and other things, and he's sarcastic. He's funny. He's naturally funny and great, and even in his old age, and being a little forgetful and stuff. He's a really cool person. And the other person that I want to talk about for a quick second is so funny because so I think of this person as Ronan Dex, which it is, for all you who do watch Stargate Atlantis, Ronan Dex, the character, the actor, Jason Momoa, I always think of Ronan Dex. And I'd say everyone started seeing him on the scene and started noticing him in Game of Thrones as Khal Drogo. And everyone's like, who's this actor playing Khal Drogo? And he seems really cool and blah, blah, blah. And he only got a little bit of airtime on Game of Thrones, and then after that, since then, like right now, he's blown up. He did the Justice League, and he's doing a lot more movies. He's getting a lot more parts. He's gotten his own TV shows, The Frontier, and he plays Aquaman in Justice League, and he's looking like he's gonna get his own movie. And all the videos I've watched about him and his family, he seems like a really cool family man and really chill. And he seems like from the Comic Cons and all the interviews I watch, he seems like a really chill guy in real life, and he's really cool. But everyone, when they see him, they think, Khal Drogo. I think that's Ronan Dex, all right? He will shoot you with his phase pistol. Anyways, yeah, Stargate as a whole is a really cool series. It's got a lot of the hero myths throughout the TV show, which I really, really like, and a lot of hard decisions. And I like TV shows that take things a little differently. And one of the things that I liked that, in my mind, is the first TV show to ever do this. So, the Ascended Beings in this show, which if any of you have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. And for the ones who haven't watched the show, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to ruin too many things. But basically, these are people that got to an intellectual and powerful level that they were able to shred their human form and become beings of energy, basically, and had way more powers than humans and stuff. But through a lot of lenses power in the show, it's just technology that you don't know about yet, and that's future science and things that you don't understand, which is the same thing with these ascended beings. But the ascended beings are, I guess the closest thing you could call them to is like angels, or I'm not sure what else I would try and compare them to right off the top of my head. But the thing is they have this code of non-interference, and both the ascended beings and the Ori are the two most hypocritical groups of people. It's so hilarious. The writers, they did such a good job, because on one hand you have ones that just want power for themselves and want to control everything and take over everything, the Ori, and want every being in all of existence to bow down to them and have the ultimate power. And on the other hand, you have the so-called good guys, the ascended, the ancients who ascended, who supposedly won't interfere, and they're absolutely ridiculous up on their high horse, and they say human beings and humankind aren't ready, and other beings and kind aren't ready to ascend, and therefore they don't deserve any of the science and all this other stuff. But they're all arrogant bastards, every single one, except for a few that decide to work with Daniel. But it's just very funny because both sides of, we became so enlightened, and then we became absolutely corrupt, apparently, because, in this universe, absolute power still corrupts, absolutely. But yeah, the way they go about everything, from the time frames to how the worlds are interconnected and all this stuff, it links up, in my mind, way more seriously to something that could be that far advanced in human travel in a now time and era. And then, Star Trek is more something that could be more realistic, couple thousand years in the future, but still no way there's that many humanoids out there. Anyways, if you have any questions or comments, I would love to talk to you and tell you what I know about this series. And if you love sci-fi, and if you want, you'll be busy for a while. I don't care if you sit there and binge watch it. There's 10 seasons of SG-1, the original movie, 2 other movies, 5 to 6 seasons of Atlantis, and then 2 seasons of Universe. You will be busy for a long time with a lot of characters, with a lot of crazy stuff going on. And yes, there are some filler episodes, just like with any TV show, but the bulk of the writing and the characters and is phenomenal. So go check it out. Go watch it. Go rent it. Check it out. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Thank you. Peace.